All right, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another awesome edition of BV Nation Radio right here on Backwoods Veterans Media. So we are broadcasting live once again, coming at you from the Cowboy Technology Studios right here at the end of the Oregon Trail here in Oregon City, Oregon. I'm your host, J-Dub, and with me, as always, are my fellow co-hosts. First off, the sexy girlfriend, Miss Mariah.
Oh, sexy girlfriend!
And my fellow U.S. Army veteran, our outdoor expert, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the good old dapper sapper, Mr. John Toll.
Here's Johnny.
The show can wait. I need to look pretty.
And as always, our producer, the high-tech redneck himself, good old Josh. Quick shout out to our sponsors right quick. First off, to our friends up at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com. For all your shooting, reloading, and tactical needs, be sure to hit up our friends up at Eric's Armory. Whether you're shopping in store up there out of Sandy, Oregon, or shopping online, Eric's Armory has what you need. So be sure to hit up our friends at Eric's Armory and ericsarmory.com. I want to welcome on board our latest sponsor of Tiny's CB Shop out of Malala, Oregon. Big shout out to those guys for helping us get hooked up with our radio demands.
Good old Tiny Tim.
Yep, Tiny Tim himself. So he was kind enough to jump on board with us here at Backwoods Veterans Media. So welcome to him. If you're looking for servicing, if you're looking for repairs, or if you're looking for sales or installation, Tiny's CB Shop is a place to go. So be sure to hit those guys up at Tiny's CB Shop, all one word, .com. Be sure to check out all the great shows that we have to offer here on Backwoods Veterans Media, which you can catch. Yes.
By the way, I'm really glad you said that it was a CB shop because you mentioned servicing. So
yes.
Yeah.
I see what you did there, though. Anyhow,
You left that one wide open.
I'm not going to talk about you and leaving things wide open, but that's besides the point.
Evidently, no one wants to hear me today because my mic got muted.
Well, that was your fault from earlier.
Anyhow, so like I said, be sure to check out all the fine shows that we have to offer here on Backwoods Veterans Media, which you can catch over at backwoodsvets.com, as well as right here on our YouTube channel of Backwoods Veterans Media. So be sure to click that little subscribe button there, and don't forget to click on the bell so that way you know whenever we go live with new content and whenever we have exclusive content they can catch nowhere else but right here on our YouTube channel here at Backwoods Veterans Media. So, and don't forget also to check out our Facebook page of Backwoods Vets. Be sure to give us a share and a like over there, and be sure to follow all what's going on. So we got a couple events coming up, or one event right now that is not canceled at this point in time. Thank you to the aka coronavirus.
It better not get fucking canceled.
Oh, I'm right there with you, brother. Anyhow, Saturday, May 23rd. Yeah, Saturday, May 23rd. That is Memorial Day weekend, so plenty of time for this shit to get past us. Is our second annual Guitars for Stars. Where at, Josh?
That's Beaver Creek, Oregon, on Beaver Creek Road.
At the Beaver Creek Saloon.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be featuring our good buddy, Richie Redneck Pimp. Is going to be coming out from KC Mo as our guest MC. He's going to be doing a little bit of comedy as well.
Yeah, that's a big bastard.
That's Goose.
I know, but Goose is in the chat.
Oh, he is in the chat, huh?
Yep.
Right on, right on. So, but yeah, we got them. We got our friends from December. They're going to be coming out playing again. Tim Neff, Kyle Tonight and Company, also known as Sinners Like Us, is going to be out there, and wrapping up on a couple of surprises for you guys as far as that goes. So still waiting on the ink to dry. Make sure that's all solid first before we make the announcements. So I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. If we can get this nailed down, you guys are going to absolutely love it, not want to miss out. We got an awesome AR that's getting built. Compliments of our friends at Aero Precision, Eric's Armory, Sig Sauer, as well as some other donors that help contribute to this project, which I'm telling you right now, all the folks here on the show, John especially, which, by the way, thank you, good sir, for all your hard work and getting all that put together. So do greatly appreciate it, senor. So it's going to be a badass 308 that's going to be raffled off, and I'm telling you, you guys aren't going to want to miss it, as well as a whole slew of other stuff. Tiny CB Shop just announced that they're going to be building and donating a radio for the event as well. So
It'll be a custom one of a kind.
Yes,
So,
it will truly be a one of a kind. It's gonna be awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that as well.
This is the best thing I fucking heard all day.
Right, as well as a bunch of other stuff from Vortex Optics and Pete Marlowe from GI Lowe is gonna be donating some stuff as well. And we got a whole slew of folks that are going to be coming out. It's going to be a great time. You're not going to want to miss it. So, with that being said, before we move on any farther, Josh, who we got checking in the comments over there, brother?
Well, we've got Mr. Richie King himself, the Redneck Pimp, saying Osayo.
Hey.
Miss Katrina Stanley's saying hi. We got Miss Injury Fall there, Annie Honeycutt checking in. We got the Walrus Outdoors or Woe Entertainment there. Checking in there with Mr. Goose himself. Yeah, it's good to see him finally in here. And yeah, that's who we got checked in so far.
So far. Well then, folks, share the show out, by God.
But it was so small and so insignificant that it
Yep.
didn't do any damage. It didn't even knock a tree branch off. It just sprayed water all over me and went away.
It's kind of like our viewer count right now. We need to get those numbers up, folks. Come on. Give it the program. Share it out. Share.
Hey, Chris, if you're listening, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Chris Cornell. Just saying. So you're better seen, not heard. And no, I love that guy, man. Chris is a class act, man. Especially after Warrior Fest 2 years ago now.
Oh, yeah.
Or
He
just
is.
over a year ago.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, he's the guy that showed up.
Yeah, I
so.
know. The one guy from the bar that made the trip.
That's right. Oh, Mom's here.
Uh-oh.
Mom
There
and Dad,
we go.
they're in.
We tea here.
hey, Mama.
All right. That works. So the we are is we tea. I wonder if Pops is typing.
Yeah, and Goose, I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
Excuse me.
Oh, that was like a little mouse.
Yeah, speaking of mice, we're going to talk about that here in a little while.
Ooh, that's
No.
John's favorite topic.
No, that's
No,
embarrassing.
we're not talking about lemmingwinks. All right.
No, that's Carl's favorite topic.
Oh,
It's
Jesus
not me.
Christ.
We don't need to talk about that, Justin.
Anyhow, and I got one more shout out I have to do. They're not a sponsor, but I do have to give a shout out to everybody who's at Green Wolf Tactical. Hooking us up, which, by the way, John and Josh, your guys are on back order because you guys had to get the multicam. But the cool thing about it, you guys have the zip up, so versus the regular Whoopee hoodie exclusively. So we got our flag on one side with the website underneath it, logo on the other sleeve. And it even comes with a cool little name tape, which, by the way, those are going to be on order here very soon.
Nice.
Yes. So they're nice, they're cozy, as well as the new swag here. So thank you to Flynn over at Green Wolf Tactical for hooking us up. So with that being said, roundtable time. John, how was your week, buddy?
Do we even really want to go there?
Oh, yes. Yes, we do.
Well, I do have something on a personal note. Like, I applied for a new position at work, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Very nice.
Hopefully, come with a nice little pay increase, which will be nice. But other than that, most everything else that happened in my week was in preparation for stuff that didn't happen this weekend. So that we'll go over in the outdoor segment. Yeah, it was it's kind of rough actually. The high tech did come over though this weekend, and so got to spend some time with Josh here at over at my side of the hill. And other than that, yeah, it's pretty good, pretty calm week.
Right. Not as wild as what it could have been or should have been. We should
yeah,
say.
We'll go over that in the outdoor segment. I'm a little bit heated about this whole thing.
I hear you. There's a reason why we have that sticker right there next to our show logo up at the top of the screen. So, anyhow, moving right along.
Hey, there's Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Speaking of Pete Marlowe, guess who just joined us?
Hell yeah. I've been talking to Pete this afternoon.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Which, by the way, he's working on a new comic for this year's G4S2, by the way. So,
Hell yeah.
yep. Gonna be
Who won
awesome.
that last year?
What's that?
Who won the comic last year? Is it anybody that we know?
I'm not
No, it was
I
not.
would say, I don't think it was anybody that we knew.
Been a booze Allen bitch boy.
What?
Who's Alan Bitch Boy?
Alrighty then. Moving right along, Mariah, how was your week?
Not very exciting, honestly. Didn't do a whole lot. I slept a lot this weekend.
Yes, can confirm.
I did, really. Nothing fun, really. So, we'll move on to you.
Oh, no. It's High Tech's turn.
Yeah, because you would embarrass it out of me.
Hey, save the best for last, right?
Oh boy. So let me just tell you something here. So first of all, my daughter was supposed to be heading over to Washington, D.C.
Go on.
So Thursday morning, she got out the door, and it was up the school and everything. School bus took off about 4 a.m., to start taking them out there to the airport. And got about 2 miles down the road, turned around, said, no, we've been recalled. It's off. So, yeah. And then, of course, they made all the announcements about, the schools closing and, all that stuff there. So that was great fun. And of course, during this time, I was over in Central Oregon there with the Dapper Sapper, Miss Katrina, and was over there for the Sportsman Show, which unfortunately we set up for on Wednesday and then tore down on Thursday. But yeah, it was still a good time. John and Katrina and I hung out and talked a bunch and got to see his all his new toys and some of the donations and all that for G4S and so we had a great time. And then I end up basically just staying over there, staying in the hotel and just working remotely and I actually got quite a bit done over there. And
very nice, yes.
So yeah, but other than that, can't really go anywhere, unfortunately, because everywhere's frickin' shut down. Which looks like it's also changed my vacation plans for next weekend. So yeah, we're gonna regroup on that one and do something a little bit different, but still not going to be sitting around the house for the quote unquote spring break. We're gonna get out of the house.
Month-long spring break.
We're gonna get out of the house. We'll take the guns with and we'll go do some pew pew.
There you go. Pew pew therapy is always good.
That's right.
Speaking of pew pew therapy, I actually get to go up to Eric's tomorrow and finally put it all together. Yes.
By the way,
what?
There's one other check-in from Miss Kelly. She has 4
weeks. Yeah, I saw that. 4 weeks and 3 days.
But who's counting?
Yeah, I know. Apparently she is.
Well, I would be too if I had something inside me growing some parasite.
A parasite. I need to get that sound clip from Venom. Parasite.
Anywho, continue on.
Boop, proud of you. Anyhow, that one was for you, John.
I see that.
So, anyhow, so Monday.
You know what's really great about that? Sorry to interrupt you. So watching it on the live and then watching it on the replay, I got to see it twice. It was great.
I've got the same thing going on here in my little office / studio because I've got TV up now for live feed.
Hey, there you go. Nice, very nice. So, like I said, tomorrow I get to go up, do my put my build together that I've been working with up there, Eric's, for seems like forever and a day, like almost 6 months now. Finally get that all done, put together. So excited about that. But no, this week though, usual run of the mill. Spent a lot of time out at Tiny's this week though. I can tell you that. As far as working on that radio stuff.
Nice. I haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Was supposed to go up on Thursday evening after work over to Redmond. However, we're going to talk about that during the outdoor segment. Why? Because of the stupid thing.
Yeah.
And it has to do with that up there. Just saying. So, other than that, weekend's been nice. It was nice to take advantage of it and actually not be running around like a chicken with my head cut off for once. And, yeah. Right, you and I actually had to have a date night the other night.
You
Yeah.
did what?
Yeah, we actually had a date night where for the first time in God knows how long.
And what did we do?
What?
So there was that, and
What
then
did we do on our date night?
pretty much hung out. Got a bite to eat.
Yeah.
Explain what happened.
I am
Oh, I
not
cut
Carl.
I know I was trying to cut it off
Thank
before it
you.
said Carl.
Thank you.
Explain what happened, Justin.
And what are you saying about when I sneeze? Josh goes, "Oh, that's a mouse." What
Oh,
happened with that?
Yes. So last night,
J-Dub.
Go on.
I get woken up at like 4 o'clock this morning, and all I hear is
Here, I can imitate.
Oh yeah. Mariah's got the perfect sound effect for it.
All you hear is just,
I get woken up to this sound.
Isn't that just Mariah in bed?
that's all he hears.
That's all I hear, and I say, "Hello, mouse. It's time to go back to sleep." And then I hear the rattling again. Squeak, squeak. Good night, mouse.
I got up and I was hungry. I had to get a snack.
See?
It was the fact that it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and that
And I was trying to be so quiet and not wake you up.
Shit, that's what time I get up these days.
Hey, at least it was a healthy nutrition bar.
you were eating raspberry chocolate wafers.
I was not.
That is not healthy.
It was not.
I saw the package.
That was from the night before.
Forget it, Donnie. You're out of your element.
I might as well.
It was a Zone nutrition bar.
Wrong.
No strawberry yogurt flavored. Thank you.
Fake news.
He's got it.
Thank you, Mr.
Whatever.
President.
I woke you up in the middle of the night, and then you just grumbled, and you turned over and went back to sleep.
Yeah, because I
Wait.
told the mouse to go away and go back to sleep.
Hold on. You woke him up in the middle of the night and, like, you weren't nice about it?
No.
Nope.
That's just wrong.
That's
Yep.
what I'm saying.
Wrong.
I mean, John, you can agree on this one, right? If you're going to get woken up that early in the morning, it better be for a good reason.
Well, I'm already up at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay, but you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, thank you.
So, by the way, since
Yes.
this is your time and all that, Richie's saying it's peanut butter pickles time. Did you really?
You forgot.
No, I
Really?
did not forget because he reminded me before the show, but we got sidetracked with other stuff. So, Mariah's going to go work on that. So, I was going to say we can work on that later on. Or
It's like
Apparently, she's just going to walk off the show.
no, I know exactly what she's doing. She's going to go make it. So,
Peanut butter pickle time. Peanut butter pickle
hey,
time.
you know what? I made a promise that I would do it on the air on the show. I'm gonna freaking hold up to that.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Peanut butter pickle.
Pickle
Peanut butter-
Rick! Yeah.
Baseball bat.
That's how we roll. Anyhow, so with that being said, it is 19 past the hour, so we are actually running a couple minutes behind. I don't think it really matters too much this week with
It's
everything
all
that's
right.
going on.
The
'cause-
outdoor segment's going to be interesting this week. So
Yes, it is. So what do you say we go and roll into that while Miss Mariah is going and doing that? This outdoor segment is brought to you in part by Eric's Armory. And now, for your outdoor segment host,
How neat is that? That's pretty neat.
what is up, BB Nation? I am your outdoor host, John. I was actually really looking forward to this weekend for the outdoor segment, and I should have been, and I don't understand why if it's brown, flush it down emblem isn't up there. Can we get that back up, please? Because that has a lot to do with the segment this week. I had fully anticipated on presenting you awesome stories and awesome updates from the second largest sportsman convention in the state of Oregon, which is the Central Oregon Sportsman's Expo. However, Thursday, about 4 hours before we were supposed to open doors for the Sportsman's Expo, our wonderful state governor decided, in the wake of this COVID-19 outbreak, to cancel all events over 250 people. So the second largest
right?
sports show in the state was shut down. So yeah, it's a pretty big blow actually. We lost out on quite a bit of business along with our benefactor for G4S this year, the Fallen Outdoors, and a lot of other personal displays and companies that I know from locally around here that we're going to be displaying and selling stuff and, promoting their products and their business at the Sportsman's event. Were pretty hard affected by this. I know one company in particular that I know the owners at, they lost about $12,000 in profit because of this.
Yeah.
That's what was already spent. Yeah, it was a pretty big blow. Pretty bummed about it. We were going to be there with TFO at their booth, and we had the AR-10s all done. It's all put together. It's built. It's engraved. It's ready to go, and we were going to start pre-sale of raffle tickets for you guys. Don't worry, that's still going to happen here in the not too distant future. We still got to figure some bugs out, but we're going to start the online ticket sale process here in the not too distant future. So you guys can look forward to that for sure. With that, so kind of wanted to tail into some other stuff for the outdoors segment today, which is don't buy into this hype, you guys. Yes, there are. I'm not downplaying it to people that are at risk for this. There are people that are at risk for this virus, absolutely. But take it with, if you're healthy, take it with a grain of salt. If you're sick, stay the hell home. Just stay home. Simple as that. If you're not sick, stop buying all the damn toilet paper. Stop shutting down businesses. Stop
For the love of
shutting
God.
So I've got a funny story about the toilet paper though that I got to tell you, since you just brought that up. So I've got a buddy who's a real estate agent down in SoCal, and I'm not even shitting you. On I believe it was Thursday, he got an offer letter on one of the properties that he was selling, and within the offer letter, it said that they wanted all toilet paper that was in the house kept with the house for the sale. He said he never thought in a million years he'd ever see toilet paper in an offer letter.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
It's ridiculous, you guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we are almost in a state of idiocracy now.
Almost to the state?
We are pretty much there. Short of having a WWE star as the president of the world, we're basically freaking there.
I mean, you already have Pornhub for the masturbation channel, so keeping America strong.
Yeah, and they have to have
keeping America's right or left arm strong, only one.
Right.
So, it's absolutely ridiculous, you guys. Like, and especially here recently today, at least for Oregon and Central Oregon, and all over Oregon, all the ski resorts here are shut down, and we just got a huge dumping of snow. I know from talking to numerous people today about it, people are pissed. Like,
yeah,
this bandwagon panic mode that has been induced by the media and by our state government and many other state governments for that matter is absolutely ridiculous. One of the memes that I thought fit this perfectly is, for God's sakes, it's 2020. Where are the damn flying cars? Instead, we're instructing people to wash their goddamn hands.
Nasty bastards.
And not spread flu virus. Like, y'all need to take a chill pill. If you are one of those people that are freaking out and buying all the toilet paper and all the baby wipes and whatever else at the local grocery markets, I know for a fact that is happening. My girlfriend is, she's one of the top people at one of our local grocery stores. And, yeah, it's the pandemonium, even in my small town of Prineville, because they're out of everything in the other major cities in my area, like Bend and Redmond. So everybody's coming to Prineville now to buy all of our shit.
Rating you out, man.
This is getting ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
You know, as bad as Mariah actually witnessed almost what I guess it might as well have been a scrap in the middle of high school pharmacy there in Malala here. What was it, Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
over a package of toilet paper.
Last package on the shelf.
This is so fucking stupid, and you're free to. In fact, we need to throw the explicit content warning up tonight because my see this is where I plant my fucks. Notice that this bear.
Right.
I'm so irritated this week on some of this stuff because it costs our business money too.
By the way, we're on YouTube now, and we're already marked explicit on the back end. So yeah, we're good to go.
On the back end?
Fuck it.
He just likes hearing that.
Backdoor.
Yeah, the governor. I'm not even going to go into the personal side of it of stuff that I had overheard from the teleconference that happened for the Sportsman show, but Oregonians, especially, like if you're watching this, you should be worried about our government. And I don't mean to make this political, and I don't mean to make this, Republican versus Democrat, whatever. This is more to do with just common sense and good versus wrong or bad, whatever you want to call it. Right. It's not okay what's happening, you guys, and you all need to wake up for sure. Because a flu virus now has the state on lockdown in many other states.
It's also affecting the kids growing up now, too, with the schools closed.
Yeah, schools are shut down, everything. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, take a look at our neighbors up north on the other side of the Columbia. They're just, they're one phone call away from locking everything down up there and shutting the state line down.
Well, so the other side of that is that these the kids that are in their senior years of high school and and into college for that fact, they're not able to. They're not going to be able to complete their
curriculum.
Well, not even just the curriculum, but their athletics programs.
Yeah.
So they've got kids that are going to state or different things like that or whatever, and they're not going to actually be able to partake in those championships their senior years.
Justin and I were just talking to somebody who has a senior in high school, and they've already shut down their senior prom. So there's no senior prom for him.
Oh yeah,
and they've also said that they are shutting down the graduation walk. So they're just getting their diplomas. They're not getting able to do the walk or anything. So it's affecting a lot of people.
It is, and I think it's pretty horrendous and pretty silly. Especially now in the wake of, obviously we have much more freedom in the media here in our country, even as opposed to Europe in many ways. But we have actual survivors from, survivors in the U.S. that have had coronavirus now saying, y'all need to chill the fuck out.
Right.
You need to chill the fuck out. And the CDC has said that now a few times, and even the World Health Organization has now said that a few times. Yes, there are at-risk people out there. We need to protect them. We need to do everything that we can to keep them safe and keep them from, contracting this virus. And if they do contract it, do everything that we can to keep them alive, obviously. But
it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. To put it in perspective, H1N1 killed 18,000 people in its short duration in the U.S. Justin, you and I should remember that pretty well because we were deploying to Iraq when H1N1 was the big topic.
It was even rampant over there.
Yeah, we got lots of vaccinations for that. And that, by comparison, that disease, don't get me wrong, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a freaking infectious disease expert, but I pay attention to facts. As well as my co-hosts do as well.
Absolutely, we do.
And H1N1 was more deadly. 2019 numbers for the CDC just came out on regular type 1, type 2 flu, and the flu has killed almost 20,000 people. We have, 10 people that have died? Or no, 38 people, right?
Give us a second, we'll look that up right quick.
With COVID-19, I think it's 38, 40, something like that. And most of them are from that same, I'm not downplaying it at all, but most of them are from one centralized location in King County, Washington, out of a nursing home.
And sadly, a lot of those that are losing their life over it and everything are the ones that are already compromised.
Total cases so far, 169,212 and 6,499 deaths worldwide. That's not
41 deaths in the U.S. and 1,629 cases, according to CDC.
There you go.
So, type 1 and type 2 flu are. Yeah, people that are panicking about this, you guys are the problem. This virus is not going to cause the problem. People panicking over this and the media causing people to panic over this is what's causing the problem. So wash your hands, freaking follow the guidelines to stay healthy. You know, if you are sick, stay home, isolate yourself. Don't be selfish. Don't be ignorant. Stay the hell home.
And stick with the standard count of freaking shit tickets.
Yeah. Seriously, it doesn't affect your bowels. It affects your damn lungs. On that note, outdoors. So one of the guidelines that the CDC has recommended and the World Health Organization is exercise. Get outside, for Christ's sake. Get up off the couch. Get outside. Go for a hike. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Take the dog for an extra long walk or something. I would say go skiing and snowboarding if you're in Central Oregon, but they shut the mountains down. So, and that's actually, a lot of people are upset about that because with everything else being shut down and closed, you're taking away our ability to go up and recreate in the mountains now. Unless you're skilled enough to go do backcountry stuff, either backcountry skiing or backcountry snowboarding, which is absolutely insane.
Sorry, I just kind of laugh about this, but I kind of find this ironic, considering the fact that what our buddy Pete Barlow does for his job, and he's saying be lazy. No. This should be a motivator to get your subordinates, quote unquote, in better shape and more resistant to the disease.
Exercise.
Yes, take them out and exercise them. I promise they will be thankful for you later on.
I need to get in touch with my buddy Denny. He's on his last cycle out at Fort Leonard Wood as a BCT drill sergeant.
Oh man!
Well, he's been having fun. I see updates from him fairly often about the wonderful fun things he's doing for his last cycle. He's having a blast doing that, and my hat's off to him. He's on his last cycle out there. It's pretty cool. Pete, I believe Pete is coming close to the end of his cycle too, or his last cycle.
I believe so for AIT. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and my hat's off to him too. I think, man, I couldn't do what Pete does. I'll tell you that much.
Nope.
Because, yeah.
Babysitting was bad enough to begin with.
Babysitting with, if you're a BCT drill sergeant, I think that would be way better. I think you probably get away with a little bit more, but AIT, they're already soldiers and they have rights now. So, and they're spoiled little kids apparently.
Right.
So, but yeah, seriously, guys.
Kelly Bomer says, exercise. What's that? I'm doing the 12-ounce lift.
Right. Indeed.
It's not bad either, but seriously, you guys, get out there. You know, Katrina and I got up out in the woods the other day. We were gonna go shooting, but we're getting snow more now in late March. Last year we got snow in late February. This year apparently it's going to be mid to late March. And I believe you guys got snow over in the valley too.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did this
and
weekend.
Some yesterday it also hailed quite a bit as well.
Right.
Well, out at our place, we got more snow than anything else.
Yeah, there was a bunch of snow out here that I saw, but
the funny thing was last night when I went to go take care of my horse, 5 miles from home, it's like somebody drew a line. Nothing.
Correct.
Yep. So.
I love Annie's comment. You don't say the media is the problem. No way. So the media is definitely the problem. Not this media.
I would say we're not the problem. We're trying to downplay it.
CNN fake.
Fake. Absolutely. If you watch CNN, you're an idiot. I'm just going to say it right now. If you actually believe anything that CNN has to say, you're an idiot at this point. And same thing with my local news channel here in Central Oregon used to be really good, but I just found out recently that they've got partially bought out by CNN CNN, and it makes sense because their newscasts are absolutely garbage now. And ever since this coronavirus crap started, it's just been nonstop, 24 hours a day. Oh, this pandemic's hitting the high desert. It's like just killing us right now. Killing us. But hey, if the boob's going to start, make sure you go hit up our sponsors, Eric's Armory
Yes.
at armory.com. Give them a call, check them out, have Eric put in an order for ammunition for you. Or
You get to use them! Big guns, small guns, future guns, old guns, stupid guns, unacceptable!
absolutely. Yeah, go hit them up. They're awesome. They have pretty much anything that could tickle your fancy as far as shooting needs goes. They can get a hold of it for you. If they don't have it, they can certainly find it, and they ship to any FFL. So for those of our viewers and listeners that are outside of our local area, doesn't mean they can't send stuff to you. Just got to have a valid FFL dealer, and they will ship it out to you. So yeah, what do you guys think about coronavirus and everything, and all the outdoor events being shut down? Josh was paid for the sportsman show crap that happened, and Frau Brown imposing her will.
I was just shy of literally throwing shit across the office when I got word that ringing stuff got shut down, because we've been planning on this for so long and being all, amped up, ready to go, get this thing going, especially with ringing season coming up for raffling off this rifle and getting things ready, helping out our friends from TFO and going with all that. Yeah, I was not a happy camper, to say the least. I mean, it's like you said, there's no need to, lose your absolute ever-loving mind off it. Yes, there are those that are at risk for it, but it's not the end of the world. It would, it's, they talk about if you have a cold, if you have a cough, if you have a fever. Yes, they're a little bit of flu-like symptoms. The fever is a little bit more severe, but 9 times out of 10, if you're in good health already and you're not a senior that's at risk, you're not really going to even display any of the symptoms. But like they said, freaking Kelly Bomer, I had the coronavirus. No. A Corona Cerveza is not the coronavirus. There's a difference. But seriously, though, I mean, if you're sick, stay home and just... like you said, I can't believe that we're having to tell people this. Keep up on your damn hygiene.
So Kelly just asked and said, so with the coronavirus, are they going to shut down G4S?
At this point, no.
Well, actually, and no is the correct thing, but actually we don't hit that 250 people mark because of the limitations of the bar.
Fuck you, Kate Brown.
We'll keep you guys all posted on that.
Yeah,
something like that happens.
We will keep you guys posted. If anything changes, we'll be sure to let you know. You will find out here first.
Let me put it this way, though. If we have to shut down our event because of the coronavirus, we have much bigger issues going on.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Fairly certain. That's almost 2 months away.
Yep. Exactly.
To touch bases on your thing, John, is that you're not going to keep me from going outdoors or anything. I have animals. Somebody has to feed them. Somebody has to take care of them. Everything. I'm going to be out and about doing that. Especially like the horse world and all that. If you have any animals, whether it's cattle, horses, whatever, you're going to be out and about doing something. So it's not going to shut the farmers or anything like that down.
Can confirm.
It's just a bunch of bullshit going around.
Bullshit.
But
well, where do I start?
That was you sounded like Doc Holliday on Tombstone. Well, now.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm really trying to not let it affect the things that I do and all that. But with all these all the businesses shutting down, all the Oregon Shakespeare Theater down in Ashland, they shut down. It like I said, pretty much kicked our vacation plans that we had set up and all that, and I gotta rearrange stuff tomorrow to get all that in order. But thing is I'm still gonna go out and I'm gonna still do something. You know what? If I don't go to a business to do it and I go out in the woods or whatever, well, then so be it.
You might
so
be
what?
safer.
Whatever.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't even. Again, the issue with the whole virus thing and all of that, I don't think is. I mean, I do think it's completely blown out of proportion. I think that people should be cautious and should be safe. But they should do that every day of their lives and not just today because the government announced it.
Right.
Yeah, truth be told, like, people have seen me with hand sanitizer and go like, "Oh, you're just using it because are you worried about coronavirus?" I'm like, no, I actually used hand sanitizer long before any of this crap happened because people are fucking nasty,
Right.
I like my hand
Fuck
Sorry.
fuck the corona bullshit. I'm still making tacos and drinking whiskey. Yes. That is awesome.
I'm so glad I'm not keeping a counter this time.
This time.
Yeah. I learned my lesson after the last time.
I'm pissed, dude. Like, and
I
Josh,
am too, though,
you traveled over here,
Oh, yeah.
spent money to be here for the outdoor show, and truth be told, we as a business technically lost money from
Yes,
this too,
we did.
along with TFO, and it sucks. It really sucks.
Pete,
Because
don't make me kick
we
you in
had
the balls.
3%
Bet you won't.
case-
Oh, I said, Pete, don't make me kick you in the balls.
Oh, here he goes.
Uh-oh.
Pete's trying to raise that counter up.
Anyways, continue, Josh. I know you were.
Well, yeah. So and now Kelly's sitting here saying that her fiance says if it progresses further, they'll make us shut it down.
Kelly, tell him to shut the fuck up right now.
Damn.
It's not gonna get shut down right now.
Damn. Don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby.
Wow.
Why would you even say that?
I know, right? That's what I said. Don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby.
Don't
sorry,
make
not to be
Justin
rude.
ask Ethan for that one thing back, Kelly.
Oh.
One of you turds is about to get smacked in the mouth if you don't keep it down.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, not to be mean or rude, but why the like the Hodge twins say, why the fuck would she say that?
No,
Say that?
she ignorant.
So
she naive.
So, anyways, like I said, if I don't go to a business to go and have entertainment and all that, then fine. Then I don't go to a business to go and do it, and instead I go out in the woods and I take some fuel and a generator and some Wawa and away we go, right? So whatever. It doesn't bother me none.
No.
To go and do that.
Right.
It definitely is more fun to go. I shouldn't say more fun. It's different fun to go and do zip lining and go to the theater and go and do all these things that we were going to do.
Theater.
But here's the thing: is you can go out in the woods and go fire off a few rounds or go hiking or whatever else, and it's all good. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't bother me none. So yeah, you're not gonna. I'm not gonna get down because of it. I'm not gonna get depressed or sit inside the house all day long, all night long, and just I'm not doing any of that crap. We're gonna get out. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna do things. And if I can't support the local economy, then oh well.
Get out and about and just be safe and smart about it. It's bottom line.
By God.
I'll tell you right now, like Josh, you and I had this conversation the other day, like international travel, like on an airplane or anything like that. Yeah, probably not. I'm not about that life right now because that's that in my opinion is taking too much risk. In fact, I think that's why we're in the situation we're in now is because we didn't stop that soon enough.
I can't even book a plane ticket for August right now just to go
Right.
to Nebraska.
And that's a little ridiculous. But anyways, if I had to fly domestically right now, or travel to a different state or a different side of the state, like from here to over to your guys' side of the state, I would do it no problem. In fact, when we had that first presumptive case of coronavirus in Lake Oswego,
Right.
I was here that day in Lake Oswego area.
Yeah.
Like we were there like immediately. So this is just ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. Guys, don't buy it. Just be normal, productive, safe human beings. Wash your damn hands. Stop stockpiling on toilet paper. You don't need it.
For the love of God.
For the love of God, you don't need 500 fucking rolls of toilet paper. What's wrong with you?
Right?
If you need to stockpile on something, stockpile on food, because it's very likely that the government's going to try and shut us in our houses at some point. But just do your normal grocery shopping. Don't be stupid. Buy some frozen food. Keep it for a while. Control your portion sizes. That's another thing. Maybe shrink your portion sizes. You don't need tons of food. You need like a cup. Serving sizes, people. Serving sizes.
Right?
And also be kind to each other. Be good fellow human beings to one another.
And party on, dude.
Yeah.
Party the fuck on.
Party on, man.
Party on. Guys,
Party on, Garth.
if you think that the boog is coming, again, hit up Eric's Armory. Hit up Eric and Jesse. See what they can do for you. See if they can get some ammo in for you or whatever. Help their business out, and they'll help you out in turn in case the boog starts.
There you
I know
go.
I'm prepared.
Hey, Mariah. What are you talking about? You can't buy plane tickets.
Uh-oh.
It wouldn't let me the other day. It showed them available and everything.
Sounds like a user error to me.
Uh-oh.
I got Alaska for $400.
Okay, I guess it's user error then, whichever.
And actually, yeah, I was gonna say, because Katrina just booked a flight for her little girls' vacation that she's going on later this summer. So
No one's telling you how many tacos you should eat, Inga. Oh my God. It's not all about your tacos, Inga. I'm just saying.
I don't want to talk about Inga's taco.
I said tacos, plural.
I left this out.
oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
But
Pete's asking
anyways,
if there's a
how we
taco
doing
eating
on time?
contest.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's it.
Oh my goodness, that was
Hey,
loud.
why are you two not practicing social distancing?
Everybody's infected now.
Everybody in the studio is affected.
Yeah. Coronavirus has just infected the BB Nation studio.
Hey, you want to know?
Good, then we can all get it and we can all become immune to it.
Hang on.
Yeah. You want to know a little fun fact? Like, one of the top surgeons from like Harvard Medical School or some bullshit like that said most people probably have already had this.
Yep.
And just didn't know it. Either
Look
they
at
didn't
me.
show any signs or symptoms, or they were so mild that they were like, oh, I feel like crap for the day, I'm going to stay home. And then the next day they were better.
Yep.
And then if you haven't got it yet, that you are probably going to get it. So let me emphasize that. They have said that you are probably going to get this virus. And you're going to heal from it. You're going to stay home for a couple days or 2 weeks or whatever it is. You're going to heal from it. And you're going to go the fuck on with your life. But being scared about it, and just live your life.
By
Government,
God.
stop doing this stupid shit. We're not at risk of, the zombie apocalypse or whatever you think is happening. Kate Brown, you just should probably go jump off a cliff.
So Mickey Severson says, hashtag the Harambe Keeper was social distancing before social distancing was cool.
All right. Well, thanks, John. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's it for the outdoor segment, guys. Hey, stand by. I'm working on the video from building the rifle the other day. We did a time lapse, so it's going to be pretty interesting. So that should be released here sometime, probably tomorrow.
All right. Okay, so moving right on along with the show, before we move into Pop's takes, we got one thing that's been on the docket for 2 weeks in a row now.
Moist.
Which, by the way, you need to get Richie on. Somebody needs to get Richie on the line. So
I can't.
whether it's audio or whatever. I don't care.
I can't.
Well, Mariah, go get Richie on the line. So I have on here, apparently there's a thing going around about peanut butter and pickles.
Blech. I would rather drink that dead man's toe shot than do that.
And all right, Pimp, you there? All right, brother. Well, you got your sandwich? Now, Redneck Pimp and I from over there at Woe Radio, we had a deal that if one of us ate a peanut butter and pickle sandwich on there, the other one would do it too. So you can't see him, but Mariah has him on the line right there.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
And he has, go ahead, hold your sandwich up there, Richie.
He is.
There we go. All right. Here we go on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Why are you not holding it up so that we can see?
Oh, it's actually not bad.
Oh. Dude.
Oh.
I made it. It smells disgusting.
Maybe I'm gonna butter your bread.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm using crunchy peanut butter. What are you using?
Jif.
It's Jiffy. It's creamy.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And Jill.
This that's a pretty good sandwich.
No.
Maybe you guys should have had a safety brief before that.
I know,
Just
right?
saying.
Didn't have a safety brief. Uh-oh.
Didn't have a safety brief.
Yeah. It's actually not bad. Brian's over here trying not to gag. Uh-oh. There he is.
He likes it. He likes it. He likes it.
What's that, Pip?
I said she'll put an onion on it.
I think y'all should have put some cottage cheese on there.
Oh.
I'm in.
I will do this one with you, Richie, but the other one, cottage cheese, you're on your own, bro.
Pete has never eaten peanut butter.
How come
Wait,
Richie,
Pete's not peanut butter trained?
What?
How come
Pete is
Richie's,
not
like,
peanut butter
almost
trained.
done with his, and you got like half of yours left?
Did you cut yours into like the little round disc,
No,
or
it
did
was a
you?
whole sandwich. You better hurry up.
Apparently, Marines can eat faster than Army.
You better hurry
Apparently
up.
so.
Go run your mouth.
We're not used to freaking choking it down like they can.
That's the Navy. You guys confused.
Alright.
So, all right,
Pete's
Pip,
allergic to peanuts, you guys.
here's to you, bro.
Thanks.
No, Pete,
Yeah.
you missed it. It wasn't just eating cottage cheese. It was eating said sandwich with cottage cheese on it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, he's allergic to peanuts. Well, that
No,
would make
explain
sense.
why.
Okay, how about almond butter?
Jelly and summer sausage sandwich? That wouldn't be bad.
Generally, if you're allergic to peanuts, you can't So my younger stepbrother Williams has a peanut allergy, and he's actually allergic to most common, like hazelnuts, walnuts, all that stuff. He
I'm
can't
sure
have
there's one nut butter he's not allergic to, but I'm not gonna say that.
what?
Point.
Golden nuggets.
That might be Pete that's not allergic to that kind of nut. But,
That's what I was referring to.
Gosh.
And
Fair
it's
enough.
BJ's.
Okay.
BJ's. You know how you fix this? Super glue.
Super glue.
Play it again.
We're gonna move along into
So while
Pop's
I'm
take
trying
since
to-
his
yeah.
mouth is kind of full of peanut butter.
Moving
Thank
right
you.
along.
That's right. We'll move into our with Pop's takes. Hit it, Josh. We hope you brought the aloe and sunscreen.
Bullshit.
Because these takes are scorching hot. Now, get ready for some raw,
You want it raw?
gritty, and unfiltered takes from the old man, Don himself.
She can't say the truth because it does make her look like an idiot. Because that's what she is.
These are Pop's takes right here on BB Nation Radio.
Bullshit.
Old man, what's going on?
Oh, there's a whole lot going on this week.
Oh, yeah? What you got? What you got for us?
Oh, I got to tell you, I've been watching some of this stuff about. In fact, I watched the president's speech tonight about the coronavirus and all that.
Right.
and I see what's happening with these stupid, idiotic, political Democrats that have no idea what they're talking about.
Okay, what do you got?
The World Health
Organization
is saying that Trump did the best of any country in the world about taking care of his people. And, and then they stand up there and say, well, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. And we can't give him this. We can't give him that. I mean, it's just absolutely, they're trying to make a political thing out of it instead of taking care of the country. And it just irritates me so bad that they don't care about you and I and our country. All they care about is what they can get politically. It's just, I'm furious about it, okay? I've watched it enough today that I'm beside myself.
I can tell.
It's hard to just put it into words about how bad these people are for the country. It's not that they're not just bad for themselves, but they are so ignorant or so power hungry that they don't care about you and I or any of us other citizens. All they care about is getting that power back and getting a dictatorship back in this country.
Well, before we move on, first off, okay, if you want, I was going to cheers to your glass, but if you want to pull straight from the whiskey bottle, by all means.
Thank you.
That's the good stuff. That's that Pendleton 1910.
That just goes to show you how irritated I am.
Obviously, I see that. So, all right. So, since you want to talk about dictatorships, I wasn't going to really talk about politics tonight, but since we're on that subject already, the new cap and trade that Fuhrer Brown signed with executive order.
I'm pretty sure when it gets into the nitty-gritty, they're going to find out that what she did is unconstitutional for the state and the federal government.
Okay, how so?
She cannot just go, it's taxation without representation is what it is. She just decided she's going to make a tax on everything, no matter what anybody else wants. She will not put it before the people for a vote. She just decides, okay, we're going to do this, and I don't care what they like, it's going to happen. And that's not the way things are supposed to work in this country.
I would agree.
And, it's just how long we have to put up with this stuff. Somebody better do something about it.
Well,
and we tried to, I think that they rigged the deal when we had all that impeachment signature.
You mean the recall?
Yes.
When they tried to recall Kate Brown?
I got to tell you, I know that they were lined up all
I know. They were lined up right down the street out here.
Everywhere. Everywhere you went where they had it, like down there at the Oregon City Shopping Center and here in Beaver Creek, and every place they had where there was people coming by, they had a setup for the signatures.
Right.
And every one of them was lined up from A to Z.
Yeah.
And
I know. I signed it.
So did I, and so did Mom, and a whole bunch of people.
Right. Well, here's one of the big things that happened with that was that there were actually two petitions that were going around. There was the Takedown Kate Brown one, and then there was another one that was similar to it that was actually set out. I don't know how up to date you were on that whole thing, but the Democratic Committee for the state of Oregon actually started another petition, just like the one that was initiated by the people. The reason behind it was that because if one initiative didn't have enough signatures on it, would not be put on the ballot. However, they wound up misleading a lot of people in order to get to split those signatures up on the two different initiatives. So that way when they actually went to count the signatures for the one that they were actually trying to get, it was short. But in all actuality, if they were to combine the two together, it would have been overwhelmingly on the ballot.
Well, I know that I looked what I signed over really close, and I know what it was.
Yeah, the one that you and I signed was a legit one.
And I can't believe that they could get away with something like that legally. I mean, what do they just figure they can do whatever they want to in this country, in this state?
Well, they're playing the system like a lot of other people do.
It's not the system. It's their own illegal finale, or what I want to say,
we'll just call it shenanigans. We'll call it like it is.
Okay, more than shenanigans. They're worse than that, okay? But that's good enough. But it's just, they just think that they can do anything they want to, no matter what the people want, as long as it goes into their pockets.
Right.
It's just like what she signed yesterday, I guess it was. It was terrible.
Oh, I agree.
And now, I got news for you. you're going to see things, everything in the stores. You get groceries, you get clothes, you get whatever. All the essentials that you need are going to cost you within a couple of months. It's going to cost you twice as much.
Yeah.
Because they have the people that there's taxing here, the people that haul this stuff and all that.
Right.
They got to get their money from somewhere.
Right.
To pay for it. They can't do it just on their own. They can't buy it themselves and then not get reimbursed. So what's going to happen?
Right.
You and I and every other citizen here is going to have to pay for it. So they can't get a tax in any other way, so they do it this way.
Right. And it's funny because she tried to make the comment afterwards that she was doing it because she was acting in the best interests of all Oregonians when she signed the executive order.
Now, that's a bullshit.
Yeah. I could have said it better myself. Honestly, I think she's more representing Portland and Eugene what she is the rest of the state. But
mainly Portland. And what she's representing is her own little group of...
you mean special interest groups?
Very special interest groups. Not just a bunch of special interest groups or a whole bunch of people, but one or two small groups that she has been a part of since before she ever got elected before she got appointed the first time.
Right.
She didn't get elected the first time. She was appointed.
Well, she fell in the line because freaking Kitzhaber wound up getting resigning. And she was Secretary of State at the time, so she was next in line.
And so you move from one crook to the next crook.
Okay, now here's another question for you. This might make you think a little bit. What do you think we were better under, Kate Brown or Kitzhaber?
Boy, that's a tough one because I don't think either one. But
I could really throw you off and ask you if you think, I don't know, let's see, either Kate Brown or Kulingoski.
Boy, you don't give any guy a choice, do you?
No, I don't. That's why we do this, is because we ask the hard questions.
Well, the hard question might be true, but I never voted for any of them. And I don't think any of them should have been as governor.
Okay.
They don't care about the people. They care about special interest groups and themselves. And every one of them so far, I hadn't got to her point yet, but I would guess that pretty soon she's going to be in the same boat as Kitzhaber and all them about their crookedness and what they're doing.
You know what? One can only hope you're right. So, anyhow, we're going to have to wrap this up. So, thanks again, Pops. We'll talk to you more, and we'll catch up more on this right here on next week's edition.
Okay, by the way, folks.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Don't forget about the concert here coming up in May. And get your gun tickets here.
By God. So, all right, Pops. Thanks again. We will talk to you guys here next week on Pops Takes, right here on BV Nation Radio.
That work out okay?
That work out okay? You gotta wait till I have the mics muted, old man. Anyhow, so all right, and we are back. Now I'm done washing that peanut butter and pickle sandwich down. So we're just...
I heard cures coronavirus.
Guinness cures coronavirus?
Beer.
Duly noted. All right. Well, what do you say we go ahead and move into our next segment, please, good sir, with a special news update. I don't know. Maybe I should start it off with, here's some news for you.
Do you like that little
That was
add
awesome.
in there? Yeah.
Exactly. So anyhow, coming to us out of Fox News, National Guard to deploy 1,000 troops in 6 states in response to coronavirus. Dun, dun, dun.
Bring it, Boog.
The National Guard Bureau announced Friday that it is deploying 1,000 troops across 6 states by the end of the day as part of the national response to the coronavirus pandemic. A statement said that as of Friday morning, 400 Air and Army National Guard personnel were present in 6 states: Florida, Iowa, Louisiana, New York, Rhode Island, and Washington, having been requested at the direction of their respective governors. The National Guard Bureau serves as a national coordinating agency if a state needs assistance from the National Guard present in another state. By the end of the day, we expect that number to approach 1,000, it said in a statement. So far, 33 states have declared emergencies in response to the spread of the virus, and President Trump was expected to declare a national emergency on Friday afternoon. The announcement comes as a major sporting and other events are called off or postponed. Businesses across the country institute telework policies, government buildings and schools shutter, and other disruptions rock the nation amid efforts to curb the transmission of the virus. More than 1,600 Americans have tested positive for the virus, and experts expect that number to rise significantly. So far, 41 people have died in the U.S. The Guard said in a statement that members are being trained on responding to the virus, including identifying and preparing facilities for isolation housing and compiling medical supplies. The National Guard's first priority is to protect our people while saving lives. National Guard personnel will provide assistance to the states that include logistical support, disinfection/cleaning, activate/conduct transportation and medical personnel, call center support, and meal delivery, the statement said. End of article. What does this sound like the first stages of, people?
Communism.
I wasn't going to say communism. I was going to say, like, I don't know, start of martial law. But that's just mine. I mean, my opinion.
So it sounds like, hey, it's not going to happen in our state because our brigade's currently overseas right now.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the only reason why.
That's where they call the National Guards in from the other states.
Yes.
So that's what the actual
yes,
national.
I am well aware of how that system works.
Yes, we are very, very, very well versed in that one. So, your thoughts, guys?
People are overreacting.
Gay! Right? Josh?
It's
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, John.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of wondering what all they got going on up there in Washington, since theoretically I'm supposed to be heading up there on Tuesday.
Theoretically.
Yeah, up there to good old King County.
Pending they don't shut the borders
You
down.
ain't going to King County.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. So
Right.
I'll find out more tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, again, like I was saying earlier, I think that everybody is taking this just a little extreme or a lot extreme. There are definitely some areas that I can agree, like the nursing homes and things like that, where you have people that are elderly or have immune disorders or a lower immune system or anything like that. And I think it is important to protect those people, but really shutting down everything else and doing all that, man, I just shake my head, man.
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, it's
now. Did you see the other day, by the way, that so now China doesn't allow Twitter, right?
Correct.
In the country.
correct.
However, the prime minister or something like that of China, he actually posted on Twitter to Donald Trump and said something to the effect of, well, how do you know it was us? Maybe it was the U.S. military coming in here and bringing the coronavirus
Oh, really?
in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's trying to blame the military for it. So,
which is interesting. Like, if you want to go down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole, so Wuhan, the city of Wuhan in China, in Hubei province, China, is also home to the Chinese version of the American CDC, where they study infectious diseases, which is where this bat flu,
quote unquote,
if you want to put a tinfoil hat,
right?
originated. So
Yeah.
for the Chinese to sit there and go, oh, maybe it was the Americans and the American military, conspiracy theory. Well, so something that's come to light, I don't know how much validity there is in it, but I don't know if you guys have seen it. They've been starting to show videos of Chinese nationals actually in China and in Western countries, like coughing all over elevators and licking things and like supposedly spreading the virus, and it's like, okay, all right, China, if you want to play that game, explain this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's not just so much as that, but I mean, now this is a little tidbit that a lot of people obviously have forgotten about. And it's something that a lot of the MSM, aka mainstream media, has kind of swept under.
MSLSD?
Yeah, exactly. That mainstream media is kind of swept under the rug. But the actual scientists who first actually identified this as an issue say, hey, by the way, we cannot let this out because it's all hell is going to break loose. You know, not just medically, but financially and everything else. Not just here in China, but worldwide. No, we cannot let this thing go. And somehow it got loose there in Wuhan, where they were testing this, and they were going through I guess you could say a trial phase of it. I think it's kind of a shit way to say it, but they were doing research on it, for lack of better terms. And it wound up this virus wound up getting loose. He was the first person infected and the first one to die from it. Not like you said, not to sound kind of tinfoil hattish, but this is a little, and they're trying to say that no, this is Trump's doing. What? It's like what the president said. Yeah, this virus that came from China, of all people, go figure. AOC was the first one to call him out and say it was racist because he called out where the virus originated from. It was trying to take him as a racist.
Goddamn fucking identity politics.
Right?
Bullshit.
It does, and that's the thing. This virus doesn't identify what race you are. It doesn't identify what political affiliation you have. It doesn't identify whether you're male, female, trans, freaking whatever. It's coming to get you, one way or the other. Only thing you can do is just try and basic preventative medicine is the best way to.
Y'all, everybody needs to take a chill pill though, and remember that we have lived through almost a dozen supposed world-ending pandemics, one of which could have actually been pretty bad.
Yep.
When Ebola hit the scene and actually started, there was a couple cases that popped up in the U.S. Ebola, you people need to understand. So this virus, they're saying, has maximum a 3% mortality rate. And they're not even, that's the thing, they're not even sure that that's actually accurate.
Right.
Ebola has a fucking 50% mortality rate.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what age you are, what your health is. If you get that disease, you're probably going to die.
Yeah. You're going to have a bad day. So.
And we got
about
that.
Like people,
H1N1 killed almost 20,000 people in the U.S. in a short time and hospitalized over 300,000 people in the U.S. Not to mention worldwide, it killed like 300,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Well past the numbers what we have for coronavirus.
Yeah. Mariah, you had something you wanted to say?
What about when the whole E. coli stuff broke out too?
Yeah, you should know. You're an E. coli survivor.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, it was. Yeah. It's just
not to mention H1N1 obviously, right? Like we were just talking about, and then you also had the bird flu and swine flu and
so Jade,
else, SARS, MERS.
Jade was just saying we restricted visitors at the hospital during H1N1, yet everything else ran hunky dory.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So
what changed? What changed, people? Why are we giving this credence? And if you ask the normal everyday people in our communities, most people are going to be like, this is stupid.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
This is retarded.
Hands down. So, all right. Well, we'll have to wrap that part up because we still got one more segment we got to get to before we start wrapping things up, and that is our Dummy of the Week.
I'll spell it for you. D-U-M-M-Y. Shut up, dummy. You big dummy.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
And now, your Dummy of the Week on BV Nation Radio.
all right. Coming to you from Jacksonville, Florida.
Florida.
The headline is: first grade teacher arrested for trying to buy meth while at school. I see John. The Clay County Sheriff's Office in Florida said the Jacksonville first grade teacher was arrested Thursday on suspicion attempting to buy methamphetamine while she was at school. The sheriff's office said Valerie Lee Prince contacted the undercover narcotics officer and tried to set up a deal to buy an, quote, 8-ball of methamphetamine while she was at the Jackson Heights Elementary School where she teaches first grade.
I can't even right now.
The situation is disturbing, Lieutenant said. With the narcotics unit, said this is someone that was in charge of kids, first grade kids, and it's something that was a priority to us. Prince talked to the undercover officers and confidential informants with the sheriff's office in an attempt to set up a deal. She requested the meth be delivered to her at the school, according to the sergeant.
Oh my God.
We did not deliver the drugs to the school, but that brought us a great concern, he said. It was pretty nonchalant request, and an indication was that it was not a big deal to the suspect. Police instead waited for Prince to get off work from the school and met up with her to sell her 3.5 grams of methamphetamine. After the sale, they arrested her.
That's messed up.
She later admitted to using meth 10 times within the last 6 months.
Oh.
Admitted to 10.
Yeah, admitted. Who knows how many, actually. It goes on. The sheriff's office worked with the Duval County public school system during the investigation, and officials with the school system accompanied deputies during Prince's arrest. Her credentials were revoked, and she was fired, according to the sheriff's office.
No shit.
I can't say she is positively using drugs at school. I can say that during the phone call, her intentions were. What her intentions were. It goes on to talk about how the whole phone call went, and that the whole conversation back and forth when they were setting up this whole drug deal, and she was trying to get them to deliver it to her classroom at the school.
We actually have a recording of the phone call.
Oh, you do?
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for a second. I was like, oh, do we have a copy of the call?
No, it should be. Yeah, I got the stuff.
And it says,
no, I can't deliver it to the school.
Prince has been a teacher at Jackson Heights Elementary School since the 2018 to 2019 school year, and she is not taught at any other school districts. The school district office professionals will conduct an independent investigation. During the course of the investigation, Prince will be removed from the school. She is able to return to work, or if she is able to return to work, she will be assigned to duties that have no contact with children.
Duties.
What?
Nothing.
What are you talking
Why would they even consider rehiring her?
I wouldn't.
It's probably the damn union.
You're right.
Dude, what's up with her eyes?
I was wondering the same thing. Like,
she's high on meth. Probably.
If Sid the Sloth was a tweaker.
Those East German men sure look like ladies.
I don't know, but she's got issues.
Issues? I was gonna say she looks like Sid the Sloth tweaked out, man.
I can't even. Florida is the gift that keeps on giving every time.
Yep.
Well, maybe the National Guard will actually go do something good down there, like, I don't know, wipe it out.
Who knows?
Goddamn Florida.
What a dummy.
Again.
First grade teacher.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry. It's like, really?
And she's only been a first grade teacher for the year and a half.
Yeah, this was her second school year.
A year and a half in, and she's already got to be tweaking.
Yeah.
What's that, John?
She hasn't even gone through the alcoholic phase yet.
Nope, she's into the hard stuff.
No,
she just skipped like 20 steps and went straight to like ending her entire life, basically.
Dude.
Done.
She's like, yeah, I hate this. I'm gonna skip everything and just go straight to meth or heroin. Like, let's do this.
Straight to the top of the list, baby. Straight to the top. Oh my God. The things some people do. Oh, thank you, Josh, by the way. I saw that.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Much obliged. So, all right, guys. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this thing up since we got just under 10 minutes left in the show. So, John, closing comments? Thoughts?
What's in the bowl, bitch?
Safety brief time. Don't beat your wives. Yes. Don't be your wives. Don't be your husbands or significant others, whatever you have. If you are sick, stay home. Don't cough on people. Don't spit on doors. Don't spit in your hand to rub one out. Whatever you're doing, just use hand sanitizer instead. Actually, might help you.
Ow.
Feel the burn.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't contribute to society. Don't take away from society by spreading coronavirus. Don't take away from society. Anyways, so guys, please go hit up our sponsor, Eric's Armory, at ericsarmory.com or at their Instagram or Facebook page at Eric's Armory. Stay safe out there. You guys, get out. Don't give in to the fear. Get out there and enjoy the outdoors. I know I will be. I'm not going to let this rule my life. And if I end up dead, well, by God, then I end up dead.
Big igloo. Time for big igloo. Mariah, what do you got?
Don't be stupid. Take care of yourself. Have good hygiene. Because without good hygiene, that's disgusting. I'm not going to beat the dead horse into the ground anymore with the corona and all that stuff. So, again, make sure you get out and everything. The weather is trying to turn nice, but still having some winter weather a little bit around here and everything.
Come over and say that.
What's that?
I said, come over here and say that right now.
No shit.
Yeah, how is life on Planet Hoth once again?
It's not quite as deep as it was last year, but it's cold.
Anyhow.
Sorry, Mariah. Go ahead.
I'm good.
You good? All right. Josh, what do you got?
Yeah, don't let it get you down, folks. You can still you still do things. You can still hang out with the family. You can still talk to friends. You know, one thing I will say that is kind of nice and I appreciate is Comcast, Verizon, T-Mobile, like all of these different carriers and internet companies have opened the bandwidth doors and are not restricting access, or they're basically giving you unlimited data for the next 2 months.
Nice.
So, you know, people who maybe you don't normally video chat with or something, hey, have a video chat with them if you can't see them in person or whatever else. I mean, there's lots of options. You know, we have the technology.
Yes, the technology.
So
we're in 2020, for God's sakes. We shouldn't be having to tell you to wipe your hands and wash your hands, but definitely video chat with each other.
You've apparently never seen the children here. Anyways, don't let it get you down. Again, even if your favorite place to go is closed down or you had plans to go somewhere or whatever else. Hey, there's lots of stuff to do, and you can always go fire off a few rounds or head up in the woods and have a little camp out or whatever, man. That's
by God,
lots of good stuff to do. So get out, get off the couch, get out of the house. I don't give a shit what Fuhrer Brown says.
There you go. All right, well, these guys all said it best right here. So don't take anything that what they have going on too much to heart. Take it serious, but don't let it engulf your life, to say the least. So get out, enjoy life. There is still stuff going on out there, and
juggle the nuggets.
Yes,
juggle your nuggets.
Oh, hey, give me that. That's how you fix this.
Endless BJs. Infinite BJs.
Hey, you know what? Since they're telling you to stay inside, ladies, it's always an option.
That's how we cure coronavirus.
All right. So again, quick shout out and thank you to our sponsors over at Eric's Armory and Tiny CB Shop. We do appreciate those guys jumping on board with us here at Backwoods Veterans Media.
And that's tinyscbshop.com.
Yes, it
or
is.
Or you can call them 971-915-4006.
Damn. He's on it, by God.
Yo, buddy.
Like on it.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, with that being said, I will talk to y'all on Tuesday night for the Fence Line Country. And in the meantime, have a great week, everybody. And we will talk to you right back here on BB Nation Radio next week. Same time, same place, same channel. And in the meantime, God bless. Have a good one. We out. Bye-bye.
This has been another episode of BB Nation Radio here on Backwoods Veterans Media.